I'm very happy that I chose children's with my residency.
I love our program. I don't think I could be any happier.
I looked at some larger programs and still found that here the people and the opportunities were the best for me.
What makes it really fun and what makes it so rewarding is that you're taking care of patients and you're working with other people that have the same goal in mind as you. The other residents, the other nurses, the other attendings, to work together to take care of patients.
This kid sounds really familiar. Yeah.
So the things I was looking for in a residency program when we were applying were, first we wanted to go to a big hospital that had a big referral base. I wanted to make sure it had all the major subspecialties because at the time I wasn't really sure what I wanted to go into after residency. So I wanted to be able to field out all my options.
I wanted to be in an academic center. I loved the program. I liked all the people that were here, that I worked with, everyone that I interacted with. I wanted to be in a big city, and I wanted to be in a place where we would have a diverse patient population, and I wanted to be in a really busy place where I would see everything, because that's how I learn.
I went to medical school at UT Southwestern and spent quite a bit of time at Children's, be it as a sub-I or on a specialty service or in the ICU, and I got to really see the day-to-day functioning and attitudes and work ethics of the residents, which is something that you almost can't grasp on an interview day. And I was so impressed and so drawn by that there was really nowhere else I wanted to be.
When I looked around, it was interesting to see how much effort was put into interview days all around the nation. And at Children's, it was just so clear that, wow, they were putting together such a well-organized program, and you could tell that they cared a lot about the residents. And that really stood out to me on my interview day.
It meant a lot to me to have a hospital with specialists that were completely pediatric, from the people that are drawing the blood to reading the x-rays to performing the surgeries. That was important to me, to have a freestanding hospital. I also wanted a program that only had one hospital. I wasn't keen on having to travel between different hospitals or getting to know one hospital very well and then moving back and forth between the other.
So I think probably my favorite thing about this program is the wide variety of clinical experiences that you have. Even starting from your first week of internship, you have a taste of everything from general pediatrics to specialty, almost anything that you want to do. And as you go through the years of residency, you have the opportunity to pick electives and really taper your program the way that you want to prepare yourself for your career choice.
The teaching that we get here during the residency program is great because it caters to all three levels during the residency training.
The interns have conferences separate from the senior residents, which provides a nice, comfortable background so the intern doesn't feel embarrassed to ask questions. We also get the unique opportunity to spend one of those conferences with Dr. Lister, who's our program chair. So it's really neat to get to know him on a one-on-one basis.
In morning report, all the seniors who are on service get together and discuss. One of the seniors presents an interesting case that they may have admitted to their service. And we always have various attendings, whether they're general peds or subspecialty. Generally, we actually facilitate or come up with all of the differential diagnoses.
And then on Friday mornings, everybody gets together, and so it's the whole program with medical students and residents and attendings that get to go over some cases. And as a senior resident, you actually get to put together a case and develop it and present it.
Noon conference, another great learning opportunity where we've designed a great pediatric board review that we do over the course of 3 years. We cover all the major topics that we'll see on the board exam.
Journal Club and Peds in Review and Zitelli, and all of those are resident-run organizations at nighttime that focus on learning and preparation for boards.
I think they do a good job of balancing things. They listen to us very well, so if there is a rotation that's typically busier than we would like it to be, or it starts hindering our happiness or our learning, they're very good about making some changes.
So my wife Sarah, she's also a resident, and she's actually expecting her second child. Having a child, I think, helps you be a better doctor, I think. But also the residency program has been so great in helping us mold our schedule to where we can have lots of free time with our child, and we're able to do that without feeling like we're dumping a big burden on the other residents, which I think is great because of the way we have the hospital set up.
I think one of the things that makes the environment here at Children's conducive to learning and happiness is the great teamwork that there is amongst the residents.
I know at some institutions you have to cover a floor all by yourself, and it's kind of challenging, kind of lonely. And I feel like at Children's you're never in a place where you feel like, hey, I'm doing this by myself. There are always people that are going to be supporting you. There are always residents that are going to be helping you out when you're in a difficult situation.
You have a support structure around you of faculty and residents and other interns, and there was never a time that I felt like I was alone, and never a time where I felt like there was something I absolutely could not do, and the confidence that I've built up over the past year was incredible.
If I'm a senior resident on call overnight and there's maybe only 2 other senior residents on, we're constantly making phone contact.
One's busy and the other's not. We're always calling each other, paging each other, saying, hey, how can I help you? Let's go do this admission together, which I think is nice.
Residency is hard work, no matter which way you slice it. You have days that are long, you have emotional days, you have triumphant days, and to be able to share those days with people who inspire you and make you ready to come to work and be a better person and a better physician is incredible.
I think that's the really neat thing when you surround yourself with just really intelligent, motivated, and compassionate individuals, and how you're able to really spur each other on to become better physicians, and how you're able to really teach each other and also work well with each other. That's such a neat experience.
My intern class has a lot of strong friendships.
We try to get together, go to dinner, go watch movies, go do something, and you know, enough people actually have time to get away from the hospital and do that.
And I think that's really important. These are the people that you spend the majority of your time with, and it makes your life happier and it makes you function well at work when you enjoy the people you work with.
I really like being in Dallas. It's a very vibrant and active place.
We mainly like to do the family things. We go to the parks, the spray grounds, the zoo, museums, the children's museums, all kinds of fun things for the kids to do.
There's stuff for outdoorsy people, which I'm not, but it's a big sports town. You can go watch basketball games, hockey games, the baseball team, of course the Dallas Cowboys. There's shopping, there's great restaurants, there's the theater. I mean, there's pretty much anything for anybody.
I am very happy that I chose this program. It was better than I dreamed it would be.
I really look back and I think how lucky I am to have trained at an institution like this, having got to work with excellent attending physicians, having had an opportunity to work with amazing peer residents.
I am grateful every day to be at this program and to have the opportunities that I've had thus far, and I have not thought a second about my decision to come here, and it's been one of the best decisions I've made so far.